Hey guys, I'm Cooper Abercrombie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a compound butter and a tomahawk smoked ribeye. We're going to show you how to properly cook a fucking steak, you animals. Let's get these bad boys seasoned up. These came from our local Kroger down the road. As always, it's Texas. We use 16 mesh on everything. We love our black pepper here. These are still a little bit wet and tacky, so I'm gonna go ahead and just run with them how they are. I'm gonna try and fight the wind a little bit. We're once again at the global headquarters of M&M Barbecue Company here in Toole, Texas. These guys have been so gracious to loan their pits, their space, their kitchen for us, and I can't tell Mike and them enough, thank you for that. Put a nice, good layer of black pepper on there. We're hit with that Rio Spices seasoned salt. Or I'm gonna try to. These are a pretty thick cut steak, as you can tell, so I'm gonna be a little liberal with the salt. Not too scared of it. I got pretty talented over the years with seasoning shit in the wind, so I'm pretty good at that. I'll go ahead and roll my edges and all the excess. All right, these bad boys are seasoned up. So we are gonna cold smoke these today. This is something we do every single Sunday at the restaurant. Cold smoking is a process that's been around for centuries. It traditionally came from, sausage making and kind of naturally curing proteins and sausage casings and what forth. It's been translated to different cuts in barbecue and different cuts in other restaurants world as well. We're gonna build kind of a slower bundle fire with this, keep our stack pretty shut. We're also gonna hit it with a couple spoonfuls of beef tallow throughout the process to kind of give it a nice beefy note, as well as help attract a little more smoke and a little more color to these steaks. We're gonna go ahead and use the new Santa Maria grill that M&M's loaned us for the day, as well as their new Texas Smoke King backyard pit. So I've cooked on it a couple times. It's one of the coolest backyard pits I've gotten my hands on. We have their Goldie's backyard pit at the restaurant. They loaned us these today. I absolutely love them, and I'll show you why. Once again, M&M was super gracious letting us use their new Texas Smoke King. It's their new backyard pit. This one has some really cool features the Goldie's pit doesn't. Mainly in the stack, I love the notch system. It's got 5 notches for 0 to 100. I love the firebox door on it with the nice spin intakes on there. But you can check out my other video on this for a full review on this pit. But this is a great pit. Hit up M&M to find out. Our tomahawks have been sitting for about 30, 45 minutes now. I've let that salt activate. It has a nice, wet, shiny sheen to it, which lets me know it's ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna throw it on this pit, get it set, and I'll talk you through the smoking process. All right, so we're looking to run a very, very smoky bundle fire. We're gonna cold smoke these thick bone-in ribeyes for roughly about an hour and a half to 2 hours, around 150-ish, give or take 10, 15 degrees. We're gonna try and put as much color and smoke flavor as we can on these steaks, and then we're gonna take them off, hit them on the new Santa Maria to really give them some great sear marks and finish them off. We're hoping to pull these off somewhere between around 110 and 115. That way when we go to sear them, it's just a real quick sear. No steak is complete without some sort of topping. You can go Oscar style with the lobster tail, the shrimp. You can go any different way you want to. I'm a blue cheese guy. I'm also a butter guy. Shocker, big fat guy loves butter. No one would have thought of that. So we're gonna be doing a compound butter sauce today. It's a super easy one. Again, I'm not a chef. This is just Cooper's compound butter. So I don't want to hear it in the comments about it's not right. I'm gonna start with 2 sticks of somewhat softened butter. I've got my lemon juice, my chopped fresh parsley, my red pepper flake, and of course, my cheater minced in a jar garlic, because I don't have time to mince up real garlic right now. Softened butter, we're going to go ahead and combine all the ingredients in there. Parsley, a little bit of lemon juice, and then red pepper flake. Just gonna take your spoon, guys, and kind of mix it all up. Once everything's incorporated, we're gonna move it into this glass container and then throw this into the fridge. So we're gonna let that chill out in the fridge for just a little bit while we cook the steaks. Once they get to about a finishing temp, we're gonna add this back onto the steak, let it melt in there, and just make everything better with butter and all the good. All right, those tomahawks have been on the smoker now for probably about an hour, hour and a half. They're already taking on some good color. I did put a little bit of tallow to kind of baste them, to kind of let some of that wet tallow, look, attract a little bit more smoke to that steak. They're sitting around 105, so that's a good sign for me to go ahead and let's get this Santa Maria fired up. I'm gonna throw some instant light charcoal on here, throw a couple splits of post oak, some really, really kiln drying bagged up post oak, so we can get a really, really raging hot coal bed to sear these steaks off on. Oh, this thing's gonna die on me too. All right, that little torch died, so it pissed me off, and now I've got this thing. So we're gonna light this fire the way it should have been lit. We made fire. Our Santa Maria's fired up. It's ready to rock and roll. Let's get these steaks moved over there and sear them off. Couple main points here. You want this as hot as you can get it damn near. You want it really, really hard sear on this thing, get that really great Maillard reaction. So we're shooting for a temperature. We're going for a medium rare steak here. I'm gonna probe it in the thickest part of the steak, dead center. I'm gonna try and pull this off in around 122, 123, 124, somewhere in there. And it should finish just low, just before 130, 127, 128. I'm also gonna make sure I leave enough space on here to where I can flip it into a space that does not have any meat on there, so I can always get a super hot portion of the grill versus flipping it in the same spot. That spot never has a chance to heat back up and get as hot. So I want to make sure we have as much hot spots as we can to get the best sear marks and best Maillard reaction we can. Cold beer, country music. Whoa, that's the steak right there, brother. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at that shit. We've got some great sear marks. The Maillard's taking full effect right now. What's great about the Santa Maria is I'm going to now lift this up, get it away from the direct heat on this, and let them finish off. They're sitting around 115 right now. We're gonna move them up so they hit about 125 and then pull them off. All right, we just got this off the Santa Maria. We go ahead and take that compound butter we made earlier and put a tablespoon or a Cooper handful, whatever you wanna call it, I don't care, and let that butter melt. I like to let that sit for about 5-10 minutes, let that butter just really kind of coat this thing. And then we'll come back in, cut it up, and show you the final results. All right, it's finally rested, it's finally melted. I've been thinking about this steak all day. So I'm gonna cut it the way I cut it. If you don't like the way I cut it, I don't really give a shit. So I'm gonna cut it how I wanna cut it. I like to cut that little spinalis off first, cut little nice chunks. The spinalis to me, guys, that's like the best part of the ribeye. It's just super, super tender meat and no one can hate it. Start cutting the rest of these chunks. Always make sure you're cutting against the grain when you do this, guys. Let me show you that nice little center cut piece. And we've got a nice, perfect medium rare there. Nice red pink tone interior. That's how we cook them. We cook them just like this every Sunday at the restaurant. If you come in and ask for it, well done, more rare, we're gonna tell you, no, we don't do that. It's medium rare and it's the only way to eat a steak. If you eat anything else, you're ruining the steak. All right, I'm gonna sop it up in the butter because my arteries need more butter in them. Holy shit, too good steak. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Once again, I want to give M&M a massive shout out for helping us out today with their kitchen and their pits and all the equipment they loaned us. Those guys are awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed the compound butter as well. That's probably, I think, what really set this steak off today. Thank y'all for watching, and God bless.